to my channel. I know I wasn't around, I haven't posted, like it's almost 2 weeks now that I haven't posted, like that's crazy. But I was kind of sick for some days and I was a little bit busy. Oh god, that's the last 2 weeks. I was a little bit busy, so that's why I haven't posted, but I'm back. So let's create a very fun look and let's get into that video. I decided to do the bleach brow look, and what do you think? I'm sure this makes people feel kind of uncomfortable because it's not something they're used to, but this is nice, I like it. So let's just get into the base. So yeah, I wanted to talk about, like, I'm sure everybody has experienced one traumatic injury once upon a time in their life. There's no how you go through your childhood and know how, except if you had like a very boring childhood. And I wasn't one of those kids that had a boring childhood and I escaped having injuries when I was little. So the first injury I'm gonna say is the one where okay, we used to live on the mainland, and then our house, it was like a flat. We had a neighbor in the same building. We were 2 people in one building. We had like 2 bedrooms and 1 living room. So the toilet wasn't connected with our room, like with our rooms. So the toilet and the kitchen were like a little bit far away from the rooms. So what I did then, what we used to do as kids, is we would run from the toilet to the room, like to our sitting room, because most of the time sometimes we're scared and sometimes we just love doing it because we're kids and we're like playing. So yeah, I was the only one that felt the repercussion of that. So one day I went to go use the toilet and my feet were wet, and guess what happened? Oh yeah, I'm sorry, from the explanation, in between those like the toilet and the room, there are 2 emergency exits. There are 2 exits. So there's one closer to our own apartment and there's another one closer to our neighbor's apartment. So while I was running, somebody left the door of the one closer to our apartment, and I ran and I smashed my head into it, and guess what happened? I can't tell you what happened because I don't know what happened. I blacked out, and the next thing I could remember was I was at the pharmacy, and and the next few months were very traumatic because I broke my teeth. I'm surprised that I don't have like any bad, like I don't have bad, what do they call it again? I don't even know, I forgot what they call it. But it's surprising that I don't have it because, God, that was very traumatic. And they had to like, my mom had to like be using spirits to clean my teeth then. So, oh my God, I hated that time because, and the funny thing is she does not remember this. Like, she barely remembers it. If I bring it, she'll be like, oh yeah, like that. But I can never forget because it was very traumatic. Every time waking up in the morning, going to school like this is like you're in another level of pain. And it's just funny because then I can't believe that I actually blacked out. And they've said I fainted like before when I was younger, but I can't remember then because I was like a baby, like a toddler then. But this one, I can fully recollect that, yeah, I did actually black out. Like I blacked out. So the next injury that I wanted to talk about was when I was in primary school, and then we were playing. Okay, I think we were not even supposed to be on break or something like that. I think maybe our teacher used more of our break time, and we're outside when every other class was not outside. So then we're just outside and like we were having fun. And my school is like completely tiled. Like the ground is filled with concrete, like cement. So it's not really advised for you to like be running around there because if you fall down, it's not going to be like it's not going to be a piece of cake. So yeah, I was just like, we should have came outside and we had like a very small playground, but we're not there because that playground does not actually do anything for us. I should not like. So we were playing, and then we wanted to play a game. It's tag, but in Nigeria nobody called it tag then. We called it poshu, and I was the one chasing. And the funny thing is, I was literally drinking bobo. I'm sure everybody remembers bobo. I was drinking bobo and I was supposed to be chasing people. And there was like a let, because we have like a basketball court in the school, because it's like a secondary school and a primary school. So we had like a basketball court in the school, and there was like a little bit of an edge that goes up to the basketball court. So while I wanted to just start chasing my friends, I just hit my leg there and I just crashed. And immediately when I just fell down like this, God, my knees, both of my knees, I scraped them, and I also scraped this part here, my elbow. But why did it even happen? Maybe it's just because it was like traumatic or something. I didn't cry, and I was in like primary 3 then, I think. I didn't even cry, like I was just looking. And then some secondary school boys carried me to the sick bay. That was the only time that I entered the sick bay in that school, because if it's not there now, I would have known. And then the traumatic part happened. I'm sure you can guess what happened. They started applying spirit and iodine on it. God, I cried like I was technically a baby then. I cried It was insane. It was traumatic, and it was kind of sad because all my classmates were in the class and I was just there, like I was alone. I even still tried walking back to the class. That injury was very bad. I tried to go home that day, and then my mom had to take me to like a clinic the next day, and I had to get like a tetanus injection so it wouldn't get infected because the injury was very bad. Like it was very, very bad. It was insane. Like seriously. God, that was very traumatic. And I still have the scars. I still have both scars on my knees, but the one on my elbow is gone. Or else I'll have showed you, but it's gone. So I decided to finish my base off camera. So yeah, the next injury, I feel like this is the last one because I wasn't that, but the funny thing is I wasn't like the most troublesome child my mother had, and I had the most injuries. I had the most. I even still have one on my knee again. Like I did just want to go on script. I ruined the chances of me being a model ever, except for the fact that I'm not even tall enough to be a model. But I also injured my knee because when we were younger, we had like, okay, we really did the ghetto kids thing. We had like a swing thing that we invented on our own at our backyard, where those pipes that they used to, those metal pipes, they put the tank on, like water tanks on. So what we used to do then as kids would tie 2 ropes to it, and then we would put a wood plank on it, then we would now be swinging on it. We would be swinging on, and that place they put like a lot of what do you call it, they put a lot of swings, like a lot of metal things there, like iron that they abandoned and things like that they left for, like, we just used to go into it and like we'll swing there. It was dangerous, but we did it a lot as a kid. Like as kids, my sister, even though she's very older than me, they were the ringleader of it, I should not lie. So we just used to do it, and then one day my mom was asking me that I should come, that she wants to send me a message, blah blah blah, and I didn't want to do it, so I just went there, I ran there, and I was swinging, and then one of the irons tore my knee. And to this day, I used to call it that I saw my bone. My brother studying pharmacology now, and he used to try to like form for me, blah blah blah. And he say, yeah, it's not my bone that I saw, but I don't care. It's my bone I saw that day, and that scar is still on my knee. Yeah. So I'm just going to go like with a very smoky eye because I want this look to be very dramatic. And just go like this. It just be like a false wing liner. It doesn't have to be perfect because I'm going to blend it out. And just go here too. And boom. Yeah, something like that. I think I should just extend it to this way. Yeah, that's okay. Okay. That wing liner does not look good at all. This is why I hate doing wing liners on camera, because like you just see me doing complete nonsense. So yeah, I'm just going to like smoke it out because like I said, it's not this thing. I'm just going to go in like that and just blend it out. This brush like this. So yeah, before I go into the stupidest one that I did as a child, and I wasn't even a child then, I'm going to give you my elder brother. He's not in Nigeria. So this one, we were also very young then. My sister was literally crying when it happened because she's like the most dramatic person ever. She was literally crying when it happened. We were young and we were playing at the outside at our gate, and they had like spiky things, like to aid protection and that type of thing. So yeah, when we were playing, I cannot even remember how it exactly happened. And he just slid down from the gate and he caught his hand. I'll add the picture of his hand now that is healed. If you see, it was very traumatic. My sister was crying because my mom wasn't around then. She traveled to Saudi Arabia. So we were the only ones around. My dad had gone to work. We were the only ones around. She was literally just crying like, this is so traumatic. And then we had to take him to the pharmacy. Funny thing is, my dad still made him go to school the next day. Literally. Like, he still went to school the next day. That says a lot about the type of childhood that I lived. Okay. Yeah. So it was very traumatic then. I was just like, God. It was just like we were just having fun, and most of the time I'm applying glitter glue, and most of the time siblings don't get together, and that day we were all just getting together and playing, and before you know it, his hand was split into 2, like literally. God, it was very, very traumatic. But they took him to like I'm sure the same place they took me to fix my teeth. Then they took him to go and fix his hand, but they didn't do any stitches though. It just like it healed, and when use it to apply some glitter. And it's applied here. Like this. Like a kind of a halo line. So my eyeliner today is just giving crooked. I hate them, but it's still fine. It's not the worst in the world, but I have to retouch my base because it's I think from the frustration of everything, they just got to be, and I'll just have to like fix it a little bit and just go in and dab. Let's tap now. Touch it again. So the last story, which is the stupidest one. Let's just say I love my father so much and that's why I did it. But okay, when we moved to Ogun State too, like I've lived in 3 places in my life now. I lived on the mainland, then we moved to Ogun State. So before we moved to Ogun State, my dad built the house there, and we used to go there for like checkups. Sometimes we go there to like clean and things like that. But this time around, I think we're going to go and check the house. Like it was one government official something that we were trying to do. So we were going for like a government official thing to like for the house. It was my sister, my mom, and I that we went together. And it was in a site. To be honest, we were the first people that even moved to that place. So it was in the middle of nowhere, to be honest. Like it was mostly bushes that were around. It was like inside the forest. That was about dramatic, but still, that's literally what it was giving. Like it was mostly bush. So, and you know, in those type of places, wasp and those bees and all those type of things, they build houses and like their nests in your house. And I came, like we were there, my mom was talking to like those official people, and you know, as the daughter of the owner of the house, she was like, why would you people build a nest in my daddy's house? And I literally grabbed a broom. I saw a wasp net and I threw the broom at the wasp net. At first the wasp, they didn't even do anything. It first went and then it came, but like it just went back to the nest. I threw it again. I wanted to like bring the whole nest down. It didn't do anything. The 3rd time, so like I said, this girl, you better be careful with what you are doing because you don't know who you are messing with. The 3rd time I threw it like this, one of them, they didn't even say much. One of them just came down, and I was trying to like do instead of me to even run away, because that would have been a smarter thing to do. I was really stupid when I was younger. And instead of me to run away, I just stood there and I was waving my hand like this, and that's how the thing just beat me on my hand. God, that was one of the worst pains I've ever experienced before in my life, because literally it felt like the venom of the wasp went from my hand here. It moved all over to my arm. God, it was insane. I was sure when I went to go and meet my mom, and I was like, oh, it's something beats me, blah 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 blah. By the time we got home, my hand had swollen up. My hand had swollen up, literally. I'm sorry about my nose, but I literally can't help it. Or else I would have not even filmed that though, because my sinus is really bad this time around. Like, so yeah, it is swollen up, and it really insane. I even had to go a bit like the pharmacist again, and like I was supposed to get an injection, but I guess it wasn't really necessary. So now I'm just going to go into my lip liner. Let's line my lip. They took the light, but they brought it back now. I literally had to borrow my sister's phone to film this part. But seriously, childhood injuries are me. That wasp one was even very stupid. And I just discovered yesterday that my sister was even scared. I didn't know that they were scared for my life. My mom literally thought like it was the scorpion that beat me. It was so funny. We were talking about it yesterday. It was very funny. Seriously. Like, I didn't actually know that they were even scared. Like, even me myself, I wasn't that scared. Rather, I remember, like, I wasn't that scared. I just said, like, I was like, as if it was a scorpion that beat me. Because my hand swelled up, like, very much. Like, it was insane. God, that thing was crazy. They had to give me medicine. I was supposed to take, like, an injection, but I guess it went down, and that wasn't really necessary. So I just didn't use it then. Or else I would have gone to, like, another. Maybe I'll get my second tetanus injection again. I don't know. But seriously, I wasn't even a wild child. That was the funny thing. Like, if I was wild now, like, I would understand. But I like playing. Like, I like having fun. That's normal. But I wasn't the worst child. I remember my mom said it yesterday. Like, I'm not like the roughest. And my brother gone, like, the person that surprised me the most that does not have any childhood injury, like traumatic childhood injury story, is now my younger brother. And he was crazy as a child. Like, he was stressful as a child, and he didn't have any. Like, it's very surprising. So yeah, I'm just going to go in with like a nude shade with my hand and just top in the middle. I don't want something much because my face is already giving everything it's supposed to give. So now I'm just going to set my face. Cut it off. Ooh. Then I went to my fan, dry my face. Oh, this is so satisfying. So now I'm just going to go into highlighter because like I would never forget my beautiful, beautiful highlighter. And just apply that. I think I make that face every time. But can you blame me? Can you? Can you blame me? You can't blame me for it. You just can't. My sister is around. If you can hear the clickety clackety, she's the one. She's working to give me money so she can spoil me and take me around the world. You will not see anything. So that's the finished look. What do you think? What do you think? I think I love it. The blonde brows just give me. I just have to be doing it more often. Like, if it's not that in Nigeria, they just make you seem crazy for just looking a little bit different from other people. This would probably be my go-to brows because they just look so good on me. So thank you for watching and come back, like and subscribe, and you see me next time. Bye.